Today, we're embarking on a journey through the history and allure of the Rolex Pepsi GMT Master II. We'll uncover what makes this iconic timepiece so special, its enduring popularity, and whether it still reigns supreme in Rolex's lineup. Stick with us until the end, and you'll discover why the Pepsi GMT Master II continues to capture hearts and wrists worldwide, making it the ultimate Rolex statement piece. Coke or Pepsi? That's a question often met with different opinions, and when it comes to individual tastes, they can certainly vary. But in the realm of Rolex, there's a clear answer when it comes to the GMT Master. While Rolex did produce a version with a red and black GMT bezel, affectionately known as the Coke, the original GMT Master from 1955 donned the iconic red and blue scale for its 24-hour display and earned the nickname Pepsi. Today, we're diving into the resurrection of this classic with the Pepsi GMT Master II. Originally, the distinctive colors were utilized to distinguish between day and night in the second time zone. These specifications and more were derived from the requests of Pan American Airways, who envisioned this model to cater to the growing demand for watches with a second time zone. The era of faster, more popular intercontinental flights prompted this need. Alongside its practical utility, the colorful bezel became an iconic feature, contributing to the GMT Master's popularity. Rolex carefully preserved the essence of the Pepsi until 2007. However, when they introduced a ceramic bezel on steel versions of the GMT Master II, the Pepsi had to take a backseat. At that time, creating a two-color ceramic bezel appeared to be technically challenging, particularly in achieving the elusive red hue. In 2013, Rolex tackled one of these challenges by unveiling the first two-tone ceramic scale in blue and black, giving rise to the Batman GMT Master II in steel. A year later, they managed to create the desired red color and reintroduced the beloved red and blue Pepsi bezel, this time on a white gold watch. The price, exceeding $40,000, made it a high-reaching goal for many steel Rolex sports watch enthusiasts. However, in 2018, Rolex responded to the desires of its customers and reissued the steel Pepsi to distinguish it from the pricier white gold Pepsi. The steel version of the Pepsi marks the debut of a 5-piece linked Jubilee bracelet, previously reserved for date-just models. While this could be seen as a consolation, the multi-linked Jubilee bracelet adds an extra touch of elegance compared to the 3-row Oyster bracelet. The Jubilee bracelet, introduced by Rolex in 1945 for the date just, has been an option for the GMT Master since 1959. Much like the Oyster bracelet found on earlier GMT Master II models, the center links are polished, while the outer links feature a brushed finish. Our experience revealed that the Jubilee bracelet is incredibly comfortable, with its small links snugly hugging the wrist and no issues with pulling fine hairs. The Oyster bracelet, with its curved links, is equally comfortable. Both the bracelet and the case are crafted from salt-water-resistant stainless steel 904 liters, known as Oyster steel. In terms of closures, the Jubilee bracelet for the GMT Master II employs the Oyster lock folding clasp, featuring an additional safety bar, a common choice for sports models. Notably, both the Oyster and Jubilee clasps offer the Easy Link extension piece, which can elongate the bracelet by 5 mm, a practical adjustment for temperature-induced wrist expansions or increased activity. It allows for half a link to be folded out from the clasp to lengthen the bracelet without any conspicuous change in appearance. Pepsi on the rocks, now with an elegant, multi-link Jubilee bracelet. The high-quality clasp on the Jubilee bracelet comes very close to optimum in terms of craftsmanship and operation. The safety folding bar blends seamlessly when closed, and opening it to reveal the Rolex crown lever is a simple task. Operating the winding crown is straightforward. It must be unscrewed to wind the watch. In the first pulled out position, the primary hour hand can be adjusted forward or backward in 1 hour increments to set a second time zone. The date will adjust accordingly in both directions. In the second position, the minutes hand can be modified, which also changes the 24-hour and primary hour hand positions. The 24-hour hand is ideal for tracking home time or, for pilots, the crucial GMT. The primary hour hand shows the local time, making the GMT Master II an excellent choice for travelers. Unlike many other manufacturers, Rolex provides the added convenience of temporarily adjusting the bezel in 1 hour increments to display another time zone. This feature is particularly useful for coordinating with partners in different time zones. Upon its introduction in 1955, the Pepsi's bezel was made from plexiglass, with the red and blue colors and white markers printed on the underside. From 1959 to 2007, Rolex crafted the bezel from aluminium and applied colors through an anodizing process. This was followed by a zirconium oxide ceramic bezel, which introduced challenges related to color. Mineral pigments were added to achieve the desired hues, but creating a rich red color remained elusive. After extensive research, Rolex returned to ceramic, with an aluminium oxide base and the addition of chromium oxide, magnesium oxide, and a rare earth oxide to attain the red ceramic bezel. To achieve the blue color, half of the bezel undergoes impregnation with a metallic salt solution before the sintering process. This results in the distinct blue layer atop the red background, a detail best observed with a loupe. Sintering at temperatures exceeding 1,600 degrees Celsius for more than 24 hours finalizes the colors. Due to slight shrinking during this process, the scale is milled to its proper shape. To ensure the numerals remain easily legible over time, the entire ring is coated with platinum in a PVD process and subsequently polished. This leaves the precious metal exclusively in the recessed numerals and dots. Both of these processes have been patented by Rolex, and with this innovation, the fading colors common in older GMT Master models are no longer concerned. In contrast to the white gold Pepsi and previous GMT Master II models, this version is the first to be equipped with the new caliber 3285. With the exception of the chronographs, Rolex's self-winding watches now rely on the 31XX or the new 32XX caliber, offering a remarkable 70-hour power reserve, an upgrade from the previous 48-hour capacity. While the caliber 3186 continues to power other GMT Master II models, the new movement incorporates a ball bearing for the oscillating weight instead of a plain bearing. The in-house Barraflex shock absorber is designed to return smoothly to its original position in case of an impact. The most significant advantage for Pepsi wearers is the extended power reserve, offering nearly 3 full days of uninterrupted operation. This enhanced reserve is primarily attributed to the more efficient chronergy escapement. The pallet fork and escape wheel geometry have been optimized, and the Liger process, used to create these parts through galvanic molding, has enabled the production of perforated, lighter components. The use of a nickel phosphorus alloy makes the escapement impervious to magnetic fields. The core advantages of Rolex movements, such as a highly stable balance bridge, a free-sprung hairspring with Breguet overcoil, and an adjustable fine regulator with micro-stellar weights on the balance, remain unchanged. As with all Rolex timepieces, the official Swiss Chronometer Certification Institute COSC certifies the movement's accuracy at various temperatures and positions. Rolex's own standards demand an even higher level of precision, with an average deviation ranging between 2 and +2 seconds per day. Our test watch exceeded these expectations, displaying an average deviation of just +1 second. Across all 6 positions, the rate fluctuated between 0 and +3 seconds, with the largest positional error measuring only +3 seconds. accompanied by a minor amplitude drop between the horizontal and vertical positions. At $9,250, the steel GMT Master II Pepsi fits comfortably within the mid-range pricing segment. While there are more budget-friendly options with in-house second times own movements and more expensive alternatives, Rolex's reputation for value retention sets it apart. Since its limited release in June 2018, the Pepsi has been in high demand, with pre-owned pieces often commanding prices twice that of new ones at online auctions. Demand far exceeds supply, and as more pieces become available, the secondary market prices are expected to ease. Over time, it's likely that the Pepsi will follow the path of the GMT Master II Batman, which often sells for around 10% more than its original price, even when showing signs of wear. However, in the near future, securing a Pepsi from an authorized dealer may be a challenging task, given the long waiting lists. With the reissue of the blue and red GMT Master II in steel, Rolex has struck the right chord. While the design has seen minimal changes over the past 6 decades, the watch has evolved into a timeless classic rather than a mere vintage piece. The Jubilee bracelet complements the watch beautifully, and Rolex has enhanced the technology within, delivering extended power reserve. Functionally, Rolex goes above and beyond, offering more features than most